when I turn up the bass.
Hey, and that should be us live, babes. I say it should be. You never know nowadays, do you?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah, we are. I'm getting the intro for the second time. It's banging, Mr. Potter.
You like that?
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I have to change the music on it, man, because, you know, reasons. But yeah. So what we doing? Just chilling.
Yeah. I like this new format you've got. You like the Beatles, aren't you? George, Ringo, John, and Darth Maul.
Go on.
Okay, now, none of you could carry a tune in a bucket.
Nope. Fuck, like,
I know somebody who can't carry a motorbike up 2 steps.
Why? Has somebody had misfortune before them?
Well, you know the person that never hits anything, like bridges, walls,
Well, that'd be Callow, will it?
trees. Yeah. That'd be little Callow there. Yeah, he had an incident with his bike, and
Well, I hope you're alright.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Good.
Bye.
Ah,
So why does everybody want to come in? Yes,
they know we're live. Look at him trying to get in. Tell him, piss off, he's not being paid.
I'm live.
we're live.
You should be watching it, Jack, not bloody barging in.
Right,
Go on then. I'll be back.
His bike falling over again.
one word from her and he does what he doesn't want to do.
Oh, was it the good lady? I thought it was Jack.
Oh.
bad Stu's just told me.
Yeah, no wonder he run off. Fucking hell.
Oh dear.
You know, this is the thing, I was chatting to somebody the other day about misogyny and the rise of it and what was going on in Parliament, and it's like, with the exception of Free State, I think in most households, the women rule the roost. They decide what colour it's going to be, what bedding there is, etc., what car the man's going to buy, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think that there is any such thing as misogyny on the whole.
Everybody just steps back and says, that was Flux that said that, not me.
Yeah. I ain't fucking touching that one. I'll let you hang yourself for this fucker. Go on.
Yeah, there's no allegedly conservative on this one. Think of Angela Rayner's growler. See if you can get through it. Go on.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, no misogyny.
The ginger minge. She likes flash that minge, doesn't she?
Okay, well, you know, okay, maybe it was a clumsy choice of words, but the point is
Well,
that in most households, it's the women that rule the roost.
Oh, absolutely. That's a given, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Well, we knew that, but it's just more
and-
fun
oh,
to
no.
hang out to dry.
No, but the thing is, that ain't the case though, is it? Because what happens is, the men get that bored, right? They just let the women rule the roost because it's easier. You know what I mean?
Well,
Oh, it
not
is,
really.
yeah.
But when it comes to
It's-
it, you just do what you want to do anyway, do you?
Well, traditionally, it's the women that do the most work in the house. Because the men are usually out working all the time. But in today's society, all women have to work.
If you want to get anywhere, you need 2 people in the house working.
yep.
Yeah. Unless you know, an MP, and then you just fucking fleece every cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what
Allegedly.
I honestly believe.
Allegedly.
No, there ain't no allegedly in it, man. They're all a bunch of robbing bastards. Fucking, and this is why I honestly believe that MPs should be on minimum wage, because you watch the fucking rate of minimum wage go up. If you put MPs on minimum fucking wage, so they actually had to deal with what they say the masses can live on, right? They'll soon fucking get to realise how shit it is and go, well, maybe we should increase wages to go with inflation, because while I'm sitting in my fucking multi-million-pound fucking house that's been paid for, getting £1 million worth of taxpayers' money in fucking expenses every year, fucking I don't really have a clue how much a bottle of fucking milk is. You know what I mean? But yeah, rant out.
No,
I can tell you which expense form to fill in for it.
Well, that's probably what it was, wasn't it? They probably says, can you fill out your expenses? And you've done the groceries? Well, it's got to be 500 fucking grand for a bottle of milk.
Well, at least.
At least, isn't it? So, you know, you can understand now how come they get like £1 million expenses for a year. But they're only on 90 grand a fucking year wages.
Oh. Hey, they suffer, them people. They really do.
Oh, yeah.
Hey? All the good work that they do.
No.
Well, with all the abuse that they get, I think they bloody deserve it. The abuse, that is, not the bloody pay.
Oh, I was going to say, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, ridiculous.
They keep complaining about all abuse, but, you know, it's what happens when you step into office.
Well, what was that MP that all that happened to him? Two blokes fucking run up, put their arm around him for a fucking photo. Then pair ended up getting done for that, for assault or some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, lost his job and everything.
that was Professor Chris Whitty, if you remember.
The witty cuddle.
It was, and one of them, I think, was he a car salesman? I think one of them, from memory.
I think one of the sales job, yeah.
Yeah,
But more on an estate agent or something.
maybe it was that. Yeah. I think it was that. Yeah. See, estate, car boot. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever met a man more misnamed than Chris Whitty?
Nothing you can do about him, is there? Miserable.
Fucking hell, he's like the bastard angel of death arriving, isn't he? Hey? Oh
Well,
dear.
In that guy's defense, I wouldn't like somebody just coming up and grabbing me the way they did. I'd probably
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
But
I
hang
mean,
on.
hit them in the face for that.
Yeah, but the filth can do that to you. I mean, the police can do that to you, and it ain't classed as an assault. You know what I mean? How many times the cozzers put their hands on you? You know, start pushing you
Never.
away. Well,
Never.
that's because, you know what I mean, you don't do nothing.
well, he lives in a well-affluent state, doesn't he, or as area.
Well, he don't go on many fucking protests and marches and stuff, is he? You know what I mean? So it all depends on that, you know, how much interaction you have with them. But, you know, in them situations, they don't give a fuck about putting their hands on you and pushing you and shoving you.
No, they don't. No, we've seen enough protests on YouTube, haven't we?
I've
To
fucking
see how they handle it.
been there. You know what I mean? I've fucking seen it
Oh, I know.
firsthand.
Yeah, we like to watch while you're at the battlefront. How's it going, Frey? We're all behind you, son. How far? Well, Manchester for me.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I'm in London at the...
Yeah, well, we're supporting you.
fucking...
We'll give you a shout out, don't worry. Hey?
fucking...
Yeah, good like that. That's the sort of mates you need, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're doing battle with mate. We're all cheering for you. Oh, Frey telling you how to do it. Hey?
Just get down there.
Stop headbutting that baton. Fucking get hold of it.
Oh, fucking hell, that one old fucking bloke, man. Yeah, he got a right fucking wailing in the gut. Went for instant fucking black and blue, that did.
Oh, remember that bloke that died that time from that copper battering him with that fucking baton?
Oh, which...
No.
There were protests going on in London and he was trying to cross London. And obviously, I think he'd had a drink.
Oh, he got pushed over, didn't he? And died. He was a paper seller and he was going home.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. And then that copper pushed him over and killed him.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to that, because it's one of them coppers doing their great jobs and getting away with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's assault and battery that resulted in fucking death, so that's manslaughter.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously, being as a cozzer does it, he don't matter. I mean, There is no justice in this fucking world anymore. It all depends how much money you got. You can buy justice if you want to. If you can afford to.
Yeah.
Or buy your way out of it. Fucking, you know what I mean? Whichever side of the fence you're on. Which is
Indeed.
bollocks.
Indeed, yeah. Well, you look back to Sir Alex Ferguson many years ago, and he got done for speeding, and he was doing over 100 mile an hour, and his barrister got him off with it.
Yeah.
With some convoluted tale that he needed the toilet. Whereas if it were you, mate, well, it won't be me, but if it were you, you'd be fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the typical fucking blatant one to see, he's fucking got to be Pablo Escobar, man. He had enough money to go, alright, and I'll go to jail, but I'm going to jail in the one that I'm going to build. And he's going to have me Jimmy in me man. Basically, it was a fucking mansion. He built his own fucking jail and said there was a mansion.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And to be fair, if he should have just fucking done his time there and he'd have been good. But he didn't pan out that way, did he?
No, he didn't fancy it, did he?
No. But yeah. I mean, if you got enough money, you can buy what you need. Like, you know, your own jail cell with pool tables and fucking prostitutes and drugs and everything just delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, otherwise, be an MP and get as much white powder stuck up your nose as you can. On taxpayers.
Allegedly.
Well, the thing is, right?
Oh, well, no, it's not allegedly, though, is it? Because it was reported that cocaine was found in the toilets of Westminster.
Wasn't it something like 11 out of the 12 toilets had cocaine
Yeah.
residue? Now, to me, I want to know how the fuck they're going to do that, man. They've obviously got more than enough, because otherwise they wouldn't have left any residue, would they? Yeah.
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 Yeah, but end of month they go round and lick all toilet seats, don't they?
Oh, fucking. After Diane Abbott's been on it. Fucking.
Well, they usually go after Ginger Bell has been on, eh?
Oh.
Oh, the ginger growler. Yeah.
Scary concept, man. Fucking scary concept.
Oh.
A ginger growler. Yeah. The new statesman in the world, eh? Oh, it would be so fucking funny if her and that twat Sir Jimmy's friend got elected. Oh, wouldn't it be funny for 10 minutes until the reality set in? Oh, fucking hell.
10 minutes? I mean 30 seconds?
I don't know, I'd have a good fucking laugh. Imagine Angela going sorting Putin out.
I just want Diane Abbott as a bloody prime minister. I mean, look at America. They've got Joe Biden, and so what's the difference between Joe Biden and Diane Abbott?
None.
At least Snooky Snorty joke. At least add one equals 2. You know, Diane Abbott can't manage that, can she?
Oh, and he knows his 10% as well, Uncle Jordan, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a younger you, Free State.
Oh, where?
Just about to get up to no good. Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
But yes. But,
Failure to launch.
oh, here we go. No. That I just kicked that thing out.
Oh, the cat back again.
Yeah. Go on, let the figure back in. You puke again, I'm telling you straight, cat, you're going to get lynched.
Jack, you should be watching this, not interrupting. Get back to your bedroom.
Yeah. Get subscribing.
He's not feeling well.
We'll tell him to watch this, so I'll cheer him up.
No, you should have got him to clean the puke up.
Or just told him some, you know what I mean, leftover fucking, I don't know, masala or something. You can get a poppadom.
Another thing that gets me, the cat knows exactly where it puked, and it's now sniffing around saying, "Where is it?" I saved that for later. Well, tough. I binned it, you did.
Oh. You and that fucking cat. Honestly, it's like Seafried and Roy with you.
He's going now. He's looking at it enough to say, "I'm disgusted in you." What have you bin it for?
Is that popcorn?
It looks like it.
Mm.
They don't like popcorn.
Has anybody ever tried one of those?
No.
Are you ready?
I've always envisaged like losing my teeth on one.
I've already
They
got
are
a padlock.
so difficult.
I could just imagine, you know what I mean, the ball getting thrown backwards and forwards, and you just going clatter right on its head, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, never appealed to me.
Oh, dear.
You still got a channel then after last week's debacle.
Yeah.
Fucking magic. Told you, allegedly is the new get away with anything.
Well, you might think that, or it could be the fact that I thought, yeah, I'll just get rid of that stream. Just have YouTube the aggro of putting me on another strike.
Is that what the smell of burning and bleach was?
Yeah. Just like,
You can just keep creating channels, man.
sometimes you just know it's coming. You're just like, no, I'll do it before you. That's fucking YouTube for you, ain't it?
Yeah, they've got you self-censoring now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
everybody's got a self-censor on YouTube to a degree. Otherwise, you know what I mean? It'd be a free speech platform, and we can't have that.
Oh, fuck no.
You know?
Well, I use it as a free speech platform with the comments. I don't hold back.
Fair enough.
I'm surprised I haven't had the cops at the door.
I mean, why is it though, right? There's only the left that seem to have a problem with fucking hearing things that they don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ex-wives. Is that an ex-wives?
Because the truth hurts.
Yeah.
And I'd like to hear some of their fucking opinions and stuff like that, and listen to their shit, and then break it down with fact and, you know, common sense.
Ridicule it.
And, you know,
No.
but they can't do it. All they can do is scream.
Well, the thing is, when you think about it, the only time it's hate speech, well, everybody just want to keep. I don't know. Bugger.
I don't know. There's a copyright strike though, straight away. Fucking Star Wars. Fuck me.
Is that what it was?
No, it's Superman.
I don't know.
What my?
Ringtone.
No, it's just basic.
I'm just
Phone
fucking with you, dude. You don't,
Be honest,
mate, it
Callum,
don't matter
you
if you get
played
a
that.
copyright strike anyway.
So he got a bra on as he I think he shaved his chest hair in the shape of a bra. You missed.
Did you play that before you started the ramp to ascend to the gate?
What? Now I've got lost now. Say again. What was
That ringtone. Did you play that and then set off on bike up the ramp like evil?
No. We had this great idea that it was we were going to fetch it in because it started spitting with rain. And we didn't even have proper motorbike gear on. Because we were only bringing in an upper ramp. The wind had got up a bit. I didn't catch it right, which I thought it had done. And as I got there, the gate swung and the bike went boom, and Shane went. I mean, I could have fell. Mind you, I'm glad I didn't fall the other way because I'd have been splattered against the car, which then it had been 2 sets of damage. So, but other than that, yeah. But there is one thing I'd like to rant about: DVLA. What a bunch of guns. Yeah.
Oh, I think we could all get on board with that.
Yeah, you don't need allegedly in front of that.
No. 2 weeks before my license is due to expire, they send me a thing stating, well, we're not going to get you until we decide you're fit to drive. Oh, thank you, you fucktards. 3 weeks. You've had my license and my medical form since beginning of February. Tell you straight, mate. Do you know when they turned around and said they're going to privatise the passport? Because they're not doing the job as good. Well, just imagine when they privatise the passport, you're going to get the same shit as DVLA, which will take 20 times longer but cost you more. So, start a petition up, folks, and set up politicians. If you privatise it, we'll make sure it takes you 3 years to get your passport, you bunch of cunts. Yeah.
Let me just check. He called him a load of twats, that's fair enough. Did he threaten to decapitate anybody then? I can't remember.
Oh,
No, there's no
no.
decapitations, so...
Oh, well, we're good to go with that one then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just said that would make them wait for the passport. 20
right.
years.
Oh, well, Binners are on about fucking DVLA and fucking people being a bunch of cunts. Fucking, do you know it's also a fucking £1,000 fine now if you see a camera van and you flash your headlights to let other people know that there's a camera van there?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you also know you could get 6 penalty points for it?
Yeah. Fucking...
They just want money.
It's
Yeah.
an absolute piss take. Fucking... And I dare say they've made it an offence now for you to, park up in front of them and open your boot on your estate car and block the camera.
Saw that one coming.
Fucking...
Yeah.
You know...
They get a bit pissy, I know, when you park an Arctic in front of them.
There.
And he said to me, move, and I went, can't, I'm on break. It's illegal for you to make me move. So if you want to move, you'll move.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I'll
He did
move,
threaten
you
me
move.
with else. I think he realised I were on break and I weren't moving. Simple as.
Fucking kettle's on. This is not going anywhere, son, until I've had my brew.
That was it.
This is Sparta. Fuck
Yes.
off.
Yeah.
Not a wheel will fucking turn until I've had a cuppa. That is the attitude.
Yeah.
Tea first, everything else after.
Well, while kettle's boiling, you've got to stuff your face with a sandwich. And then once you've ate your sandwich, it's kettle's boil, and then it's time for bickies.
Oh dear. How's the diet going?
At this moment in time, shit.
He's had a lot to cope with, though. I mean, he took out that wall, took out that tree, fucking dropped his bike. You know what I mean? You need some comfort food, do he?
Yeah.
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 Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Poor Callow.
And then we've got to deal with the doctors on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Have you got to go down or just ring them?
Now I've got to ring them.
Oh,
I
fucking
don't know
hell.
how I'm going to sort these appointments out. Get them all done within 3 weeks and get my blood pressure down. All in the same go. Awesome. Can't see that happening at all.
Give little faith, man. Come on. Positive mental attitude, it'll all come good.
Yeah.
It's the worst that
Don't
can
worry.
happen.
Well, I could sit there. Well, thing is, well, like I say, but yeah, I can't see it. To be quite honest, positive mental attitude, yeah, I'm positive that the chances of getting me to see a doctor before 2 weeks ain't happening. Unless my doctor happens to pull a miracle out and gets to see me when well, I'm going to have to just ring work up and say, unfortunately, I've got to be off. Which ain't going to go down well, because at the moment, he doesn't want me having any time off, because he can't get a driver.
Is that how long you got to wait for a doctor? 2 weeks now?
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to people, and they've been like 4, 5, 6 weeks. They even had turned up at the doctor's surgery, and they said, "Oh, it was cancelled a week ago. We sent you a letter." Oh, really? Didn't get it. They took a day off work.
Oh, the NHS is a bloody shambles, an absolute shambles. It's like we fucking organised it. It really is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they paid hundreds of thousands of pounds to run it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Can you imagine how it would be run if it was privatised? Now, I'm not saying it should be privatised. I'm just saying that they would be wanting to have your custom getting money to pay their wages, so they would happily answer the phone and book you in as quickly as possible, wouldn't they?
Mm.
But since they're not, they're actually getting it through.
No, because it would be done on an insurance level, and then it'd be exactly the same thing as trying to claim on your house insurance. No.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that. You'll think about all the money that goes into NHS and the amount of money that gets wasted. And who's to blame for this? You know?
Government.
Politicians. Yeah.
Government's the ones to blame. The NHS is totally viable, totally fucking doable. If you was to get rid of all the fucking quangos, all the people that are just fucking absolute leeches to it, and get rid of all the fucking politicians linked with pharmaceutical companies that fucking say that this contract's got to go to me mate. Get rid of all that type of bullshit. Start buying the fucking medicines at a reasonable price, and fucking the NHS is fucking valid. But talking about the NHS, fucking Trump's put a message in the comments.
Right.
Yeah, he says, didn't take how long to start preparations for organ donoring on his bike.
Yeah, Trump.
Evening, Trump.
How did
You've been at the Chris Whitty joke book again, have you?
Yeah. But look as at it, we weren't out on the road, we was on the drive trying to enter the garden.
Which is even worse.
Failed. Yeah, we failed drastically, Tram.
I mean,
He blames the gate.
yeah.
Well, unfortunately, mind you, the gate's not shutting right now. I wonder why.
By any chance did you slam it a lot?
Did I what?
Slam it a lot.
What, the gate?
Yeah.
No, don't slam it. No, why? The bike slammed into it.
Well, that'll do it then, wouldn't it? That why it's not shutting.
Yeah, it's. I think it's definitely bollocks now.
Just think, if it hadn't have fucking shut in the first place, you wouldn't have dropped the bike. So maybe you should have fucked the gate up to start with.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. But hell.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There's an easy fix for it, man. Move the
Yeah,
gate
it's
along.
called a power drill. Zip, zip, zip. Bang. Sorted. Not the problem is, just leaves the garden wide open to everybody looking in and eyeing everything up that's in there.
Well, I don't know why you then just have like big dirty gates straight across it, and you know what I mean. Let the cars have anyway, in one go, both. Have the gates open out, cantilever gates, bada bing.
I want cantilever gate money. This fucking shit that I've seen pictures of cost me fucking 10 grand. And it still wasn't right.
Oh, fuck it up. I was gonna say, fucking, the seen you coming, but I mean, you're only tiny. How the fuck did that happen?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Comes with a fucking twin.
Oh, bless. Oh,
Yes. And one question. I wonder if anybody can answer this. Right? All countries are in debt. If you add all this debt up, it accumulates to round about $220 trillion. Yeah, $220 trillion.
right.
So, who are the countries borrowing from?
Banks.
The banks haven't got any money. We bailed them out.
Rothschilds, Bilderbergers, all that lot. The rich 1%ers.
Unfortunately, if you add all their wealth together, they don't come up to that amount of money. So who are we borrowing money from? And it's not we're saying China, because China are in debt.
Yeah.
A huge amount of money.
Right. Okay. The banks make the money, which is why inflation goes fucking stupid. Which is why I was on about before, when, the trickle-down theory will never fucking work. Right? The banks produce the money, they then give this money to the countries and expect to be paid back with interest. Right?
Yeah.
Where did they get the money from? Well, that's easy. They went to the printer and they printed the fucking shit. Well, that obviously, now there's more currency in the fucking, going round, it means it's less fucking valuable. Which is why inflation kicks in.
So we haven't actually borrowed any money. We're just saying we've borrowed money.
I believe it's called quantitative easing.
You don't actually see any. There isn't anybody just going, mate, here's a $5. You know what I mean? There's somebody going, press a button, there's a $5. It's numbers on the screen at this point.
So, in other words, nobody's borrowed any money. No, technically, no country's borrowed any money.
Indeed.
Well,
Any money other than...
Yes, they've borrowed money.
They've stolen money.
But the money, whereas before it used to be on the gold standard, money was actually fucking backed by something, and now being as money is only backed by the fucking face that's written on it, and it's not backed by anything real, you can produce it, can't you? Whereas before, you couldn't produce it unless you had an ounce of gold to fucking back it up.
Yeah, the thing we're doing that is the money that people have, the money, the savings and all that is worth less. So technically, the government's taking the money off you since it's still devalued your currency that you own.
Yeah, but that's what always happens. That's why fucking, if you look at the rate of inflation, you know what I mean? And you look at how much gold's gone up and how much wages have gone up, you'll see there's a vast fucking difference. You know what I mean? Gold.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Technically, we haven't borrowed any money, so technically speaking, because they've only printed money, which is worthless.
Well, it's only...
Technically, they've borrowed or created money off our wealth. In other words, on our backs. In other words, each person in this country
We've created a debt pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going on that anymore, folks.
We are the commodity, at the end of the day. The government has made a promise to pay X amount of money back, and that X amount of money is because people are the commodity. The population is the commodity. It's like the fucking Matrix. You are the battery of the country. You stop fucking working, the country don't get fucking paid. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Right. Maybe we should say to our politicians, that pension that you're expecting, you're not getting it because you've run this amount of debt up, so you haven't got a pension.
That'd be lovely.
I wonder if they actually get the freaking fingers from up their asses. It's not sniffing that white stuff and actually focus on doing the job that they're paid to do instead of turning up and falling asleep. Or in somebody's case, this is allegedly, what's on? I mean, that's a job that I'm sure I could do. What about you three?
Right.
I could sit in with thousands of people or hundreds of people and watch porn on my phone and
Well,
just lose interest.
thing is, they get paid £100 a day just for sitting in there, and the amount of them, just for going and sitting in there, £100 a day. Fucking plus their expenses, obviously.
Didn't know that.
Fucking
I can do that, just like Jimmy Neal.
look at there. That's why you see them. Every now and again, right? If you slow down, fucking put a House of Parliament camera on, right, and you'll see cons fucking asleep on the back benches. You know what I mean? They're getting fucking paid to sleep there.
Right. Let's just stop doing the night jobs. Just concentrate on the day job, shouldn't they?
Fucking mental.
I mean, to be fair, that little Pretty Patel, she has to run down to Dover Coast every afternoon with a spear and try and drive them away. She's got it all to do. She could do with some help, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, the help is remove the cops, let the locals sort it out.
well, that's the thing, isn't it? At the end of the day, the country's X amount in debt. You know, you can't keep. It's like me going at the bank, taking my wages out, giving it to random nobody, somebody we don't know, and then me walking back into the bank and saying, I'd like to borrow whatever my wages were because I've just given me money away. That's what they're doing. We're borrowing money to give it away to somebody we don't know. And technically, we don't even know what they are. You know, what are they, criminals? Well, it sounds like a lot on them are.
Well, I'll tell you something, mate.
Allegedly.
Well, it isn't not allegedly. If they've come over illegal, then the criminals.
Yeah.
Simple
Well,
as.
Didn't they push something through before Parliament shut that anybody that came, I can't remember if it's after a certain date or whatever, that comes over on a dinghy will be sent back. They won't get a chance to go claim asylum because they've entered illegally. So if
That
they've
should be
entered,
backdated.
yeah, well, I
that
think
should have been standard, shouldn't it?
yeah, but like I think they've just passed the bill. I think. I might be wrong. I'm sure they see something somewhere. They would pass something like, and then they won't be allowed it back into the country full stop. Which surprised me. It actually passed, so it probably didn't, because you know you've got the what shall we call it?
Well,
Keir Starmer in his party, you know. Oh, don't forget, I'm white, so you know I was born racist because I'm white. And don't forget, hang on, somewhere. Oh, that's right, I don't have me white card. You know
privilege
what I mean?
card, you mean?
Yeah, my privilege card. You know, for being white.
Oh, you should get one.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about it. You know, where do you apply to?
Apparently, though, you don't get any discounts anywhere, honey. You just get people screaming at you.
Oh, right. That's no good then. I don't want one of them.
Have you ever tried playing with it? Fucking hell, they look at you funny.
Right.
Evening,
You got
David
to,
Banner. Come on.
Oh, David Banner in the house.
Yeah. As well as Jay.
Evening.
Good evening, David Banner, top chap. Big respect from myself out to you, good lad. He assisted. There was a call for help for a fella that just come into a bit of difficulties, and he turned up. So.
Oh, Jeff.
And he grafted like a good one.
Good. Good to see fucking people pull together when they need to, innit?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does give you some sort of fucking hope that, you know, the human race hasn't just fucking gone, oh, fuck this. You know what I mean?
No, I tell you what, they wouldn't have worked harder if we were saying to them, you're on £200 a day, lads, cash in hand. They couldn't have worked any harder. All of them You know, I'd single David out because he's in the chat, but there was a lot of good people that give up the time and the skills for no thanks. They just did it and went away. Yeah. Surprised the shit out of me because he was from the south as well.
How do
What
I
you mean?
travel? You say Uncle T.
South, you mean England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But south.
No. The South is England. Anything north of the Watford Gap is Scotland.
Oh, hang on a minute. Whoa.
Yes.
I mean,
Here we go.
And believe it or not, they do have electric in Sunderland.
do they? They don't have running water though, do they?
Well, yeah, when it rains. It's just it.
Alright, and I just pause that.
Who else can we have a dig at?
Hmm.
Who else can we have a digger?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, politicians, police, NHS.
Technically, the workers, some of them, do to the best of their ability, even when politicians. Well, I thought they were on about that, weren't they? They were supposed to be taking politicians out of the equation, other than picking the budget for the NHS and then doing checks that make sure that the doctors and them that are running the NHS are actually using the money for what it's supposed to be used for. Unlike politicians, you know, you give them money to run country and they use it to get pissed. But yeah, or in their case, buy a big house somewhere. Yeah, that's another thing. That should be a compulsory thing, shouldn't it? When you think about it, they have these second homes, which we pay for, right? We pay the mortgage on it. So when they sell it, why don't we get the money back? Why don't that go back in the kitty? Why do they get it? I think we should stop that. I think that saves us quite a few million. Might even be $1 billion a year with these politicians, especially Scottish politicians. You know, they like to spend big, don't they?
What should we be paying for a second house anyway?
Well, this is it.
I don't even have a first.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, fuck them. They're on it. Hang on, these cons are on fucking a decent fucking bit of coin, right? They can afford to get a mortgage. They can afford to pay the fucking mortgage. So why the fuck do they need extra money anyway?
Well, the reason why they have a second house is, don't forget, and with a second house, you have to pay for everything. It's all claimable on the taxpayers' thing because it's the second house and they use it for when they come to London.
Right.
Yeah?
Well, I've got a better
the
idea.
gas, the electric, the council tax, the porn movies,
Yeah,
and all that lot. It's
But hang
paid
on.
for.
they get paid £100 a day just for sitting in there, right? Why don't I
Yeah.
spend 50 quid of that on a fucking Premier Inn? Fuck off.
Well, thing is, you see, we keep saying that, you know, but in London, Premier is a little bit more expensive. So, but then
Okay,
again,
£55 a night.
But then again, why do we need to give them money for a Premier Inn? Why don't they just buy an hotel that is for politicians only?
Yeah.
Because then,
I was thinking that myself.
because then there'd be somewhere where people would target if they were so
Ah.
inclined.
Yeah, but
Well,
wait,
what's wrong with having rooms inside the Commons?
no. Well, it's not big enough. That's why. But the point of the matter is, they could do what they've done with what they could stick some anti-ram shit around it, bulletproof glass. They still save money, even once they've bought the hotel and done all that to it.
The thing is,
They
though,
save the money first year.
all this security and everything else, right, for politicians, wasn't a really fucking big thing back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, they had,
No.
you know, they've all got their bits and pieces. But these fuckers could still walk around in public and it wouldn't be that much of an issue, you know what I mean? They'd have the security guards, but that'd be that. Right? Now,
Made themselves the enemy.
exactly. They put themselves in this fucking position by being a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they wasn't fucking so cuntish, they could walk around fucking without half the security, without half the fucking problems. But each and every one of them just show themselves to be out for themselves.
Well, you work it out, right? Other than being on stock exchange and whatever, how many jobs do you know where you go in and after 4 years you come out a multi-millionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, not many of them end up skinned, do they?
No. And you think about that, no, I mean, they say the reason why they have two jobs or is so if they don't get re-voted back in, they can go back to that profession, which is fine, understood. But the point of the matter is this, is when they do this cash for questions, why are they allowed to do that? That's wrong. In other words, well, we want to table a question. I don't know, it could be the bullshit of climate change, allegedly. But the point of the matter is, if we wanted to table, we'd have to pay to get it put forward up front. Now, that's wrong. They're already getting paid. So taking money for questions, they should be arrested and charged. They're paid to do a job, not paid to take a backhander for a few questions and then declare it at end of your tax year. Well, I earned this extra through questions. It's wrong. They should stop it. And if they do it, they should have a jacket. They should all wear it like a jacket, and on it should be the names of the companies that they're doing cash for questions on. And then we can see, and then we could boycott these companies, and then they'd stop paying for our politicians to stand up for their rights instead of our rights, the people that are actually paying them. Because let's face it, these big companies aren't paying that much in taxes.
Well, they don't pay anything in taxes, half of them, do they? I mean, that's the thing. The rich get richer because they can fucking afford to keep their accountants well on the ball with their tax evasion.
Well, it's not evasion. Don't forget, this is law. They do everything via the law.
Yeah, it's morally tax evasion.
Yeah, well, it's morally, yes.
Fucking,
But
the fact
it's
of the
legal.
matter is, you're too fucking poor that you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking, it's like fucking murderers and conquerors, isn't it? The only difference is the amount of bodies on the field at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. That's life. Do.
Yeah. But like I said, the amount of stuff our politicians do, and it's no good Labour or the Lib Dems, yeah, right, attacking one side, because they're all a different cheek at same ass.
The thing is, they're attacking the one side because they ain't saying it. If they were saying it, then the other side would be attacking it, and that's all they do. You know what I mean? They behave. I've seen them behave like fucking proper kids in that fucking House of Parliament. It's like,
Yep.
are you fucking for real? You fuckers are meant to be running the country, and you just bored little bastards. What the fuck?
Well, it's like that, what you call it, isn't it? I mean, how the hell can you vote for a man that literally said there was no evidence to prove that it was a pedo?
Well, hang on. according to Keir Starmer, how can you class him as a man?
Well, that is true, yeah.
You know what I mean? That cunt can't even tell you what a fucking man or a woman is anymore.
And
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
and fucking yet they're investigating misogyny. Misogyny is what against what? But you can't. What? I give in. I don't deal with that sort of stupidity.
Yeah, the mental gymnastics of this bollocks.
Yeah, just fuck off.
Yeah, it's
There's no such things as men and women anymore, but we can have misogyny.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I think it's time we rounded them all up and put the loonies back in asylum, but this time, lock it.
Yeah. So, did anybody even ask Starmer what sex he was?
No. But that'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
Fucking
Yeah.
question.
I mean, it don't matter which politician you ask. Mind you, what they want No, Boris actually said that there's only two sexes, didn't he? I'm sure it were. Boris actually admitted that there were only two sexes.
Yeah, that was about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah. So you think about it, yeah, as much as...
Even that choice of words admitted there were. It's just...
It's just standard biology.
Yeah. Like, you ask any Labour MP or Liberal Democrat MP or Green MP, and they beat about the bush about how many genders there is. And it's like, just say 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever you want, but just clearly state what you think. Not beat about bush. You sit there and end on it, you're like, they still didn't answer it. It just came out with a load of twaddle. And then they get asked the question again, and yet they still give a load of twaddle. And these people want us to vote. I mean, we'll be honest, let's face it, these people did vote these morons into power.
We all did, because we all do it.
These
As
morons.
As in our parents.
These morons that can't even tell you, that yes, there are only two genders, fucking are running the country.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
It's like fucking Clown World giving the fucking, the asylum keys to the fucking mentally ill and going, fill your boots. And David Banner, I fucking concur.
Well, what's he said?
Oh, all aboard the MP gravy train. The whole boys network never went away. If anything, it's become worse.
Yeah.
And it's fucking true.
Right, but the point is, it needs to stop, and how are we going to stop it?
Well, you can't.
Question.
That's why they call it the establishment.
Yeah, but it's time the establishment was not the establishment. It's time, these politicians realise they're the problem, and that they're costing this country trillions of pounds. It's like with Brexit. We were told clearly what Brexit meant. Please, somebody stop me if I'm wrong on this. But David Cameron stood up and said, if one person voted more for Remain, we were remaining. If one person voted more for Leave, we were leaving. Right? Just one person. It weren't a couple of 100,000. It was one person. Okay? And on top of that, we were told that Leave meant this, that we were leaving the European Union, its rules, everything to do with the European Union, the single market, everything, we were pulling from it. Yeah?
Out means out.
Yes. All of a sudden, it's got, it was on the deal. What fucking deal? I didn't see that anywhere on this thing that they posted all the way around the country. By the way, broke the rules because they spent, 9 point something million on sending everybody a leaflet about what happens if we vote Leave or what it means if you remain.
They had an overspend on their fucking side or some shit, won't it? But, I mean, it's fucking bollocks after bollocks, and I mean, we all wanted out. That means EU, fuck you, bye bye. No more rules, no more bureaucracy, no more bollocks from them.
I was on the fence.
And what did we end up getting? We ended up with a vassal fucking state. We're getting fucked over left, right, and centre. The fishermen have got screwed yet fucking again. You know what I mean?
Look, we are only a vassal state because we allow ourselves to be a vassal state.
Well, because
at any time we could just say, no, fuck it, cut ties, gone.
But we've got nobody in power that's got the balls to fucking do that.
That's because they're all pro-EU.
Yeah.
They want to leave.
Yeah. But that's the problem. It was like that when the Labour MP that's in my where I live. And coming up for the vote on somewhere or other. And I wanted to know what her opinion were. You know, since this area, something like 56% voted leave. And you know what she said? She said that she had to vote with her heart, which I know she voted Remain. She had to vote with her heart and do the right thing for the people. So I says, well, that's not answering the question. Are you going to vote with the legitimate voters that voted leave, which were the 56%? Or are you going to go with the voters that lost? And she literally turned around and said she was voting the way she voted in the referendum, which told me straight point blank she was voting to stay part of EU.
Yeah.
But that's wrong. That.
Yeah, she weren't doing. She was voting with. I don't pay you to vote with your heart. What I pay you to do is do what we've asked you. If you can't do that, please, this goes out to all you politicians, pack your bags and fuck off. You want to fucking be part of Europe? Move over there. I'm sure I'll help you pack. I mean, there are millions of people that will turn up at your house and help you pack. Matter of fact, if you ask nicely, I'll drive the fucking truck over there for you. No problem.
It was very selfish of her. She's supposed to represent the people, not herself.
Exactly.
But you look at the prick that's in charge in Wales. You know, Drakeford. His son has been done for being a pedo. Yeah, and he's stood by him. Now, no offence, I'm sorry. If I had a telephone call saying, Dad, I've just been done for being a pedo, I said, what are you doing ringing me? Don't ring again. Don't darken my door.
Yeah.
Boom, that's it. Block his number, job done. He'd never ring me again.
You better stay with police, because if you come here, you're in fucking trouble.
Yeah. You know, it's totally wrong. Like, I think it needs to be sorted. These politicians can't. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's his son and it's family. I understand that it's family. But the point is, you can't. You just have to say, no, what you've done's wrong. And I don't want naught to do with you. Because if you couldn't tell different from wrong from right, I suppose you could blame it on parents. So, but that then tells you, hang on a minute, if he's fiddling kids, maybe. So, I mean, this is just, you know.
Here we go with the allegedly. Fucking.
Well, no, I'm not going with allegedly, but it's something to think about. You know what I mean? Because they always say, you know, then that tamper are usually being tampered with.
Mm.
You know, like Dan Abbott said that time with what do you call it? No, where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe there's a bit of smoke.
Just on the politician thing, one of the most refreshing things I've ever seen in my life wasn't from a British politician, strangely enough. It was the Hungarian chap that was being interviewed. And the interviewer said, well, how many refugees has your country taken in? None. Well, how many will you be taking in? None. Well, do you think that's right? Doesn't matter what I think. The country voted that we don't have refugees. I'm just carrying out the will of the people. And I thought, wow, do they really do that?
Fuck
The thing
you,
is
right?
That's what gets me, yeah, but they're still part of Europe, aren't they?
I know.
So
For
the thing
now.
that gets me, are they getting away with it? But we're still tied to it.
Well, they are getting sanctioned.
Unlike Hungary, we have all our politicians are Hungarian, and none of ours are.
Well, there don't seem to be many, does there?
David.
The ones who are in power now have foreign interests.
Bye bye, David.
Gotta go. No, it's off to Rwanda. No illegal economic migrants over there.
Yeah. Book me a ticket. Pay you back when I earned it.
Rwanda's already scrapped. So not one person will ever go from here to Rwanda.
Well, it's like this, right? We've got all these places and all these hotels full up with migrants. Oh, refugees. I do apologise. I did get that wrong. My silly whiteness and all that, like, you know what I mean? Refugees. So, and it's costing us, how much is it costing? About £5 million a week or something?
Yeah.
£5 million a week.
Can I have 1 million or shut up for the rest of my life?
Well, that's it. You'll think about it, yeah. But then again, if you did that, then money wouldn't be worth now. You know, if everybody had £1 million, money.
No. I'm just talking about me.
Right.
I'll just answer Dean's question. Where did last week's stream go to? I noticed it disappeared. Well, after the dawn raids, detentions, fines, and potential imprisonment, we decided to get rid of it.
Yeah. That's why you can see us all playing nicely and not saying anything too naughty.
Well, so we're no sponsors, so there's no point in keeping it. We only keep the ones that were sponsored.
Well, here's a good question. For all those people that are on the dole, how much is that costing us per day compared to the migrants? Are we paying more for the migrants or paying more for the people on the dole now? Because I think it's rather close.
Well,
No.
I don't know, man. I know there's some figure of fucking £29,500 per year for a migrant, and fucking it was 6.5, but I think they put the pension up now to about £9,000, don't they? Something like that.
Ooh.
Fucking, but yeah, a pensioner gets like £9,000 a year, and an illegal migrant gets 29.5.
Well, I have a thing for you, right? And I know this is true, and you can check it out for yourself, right? Say, right, a Down syndrome kid, yeah? Obviously, can't work as such. Did you know that when they get to a certain age, they get paid a wage? And that wage, at the last time I heard, was 17.5 grand
Yeah.
a year. Tax free. Yeah.
Does that, in that pay, does that have to pay for like caring and stuff, or is that
No,
extra?
that's separate.
Wow.
Yeah, and they get the car as well. If they can't walk very far and that stuff like that, yeah, get the rent paid, get the council tax paid.
Well, at least they're living a good life. Well, for what they're going through.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if they're doing that for them, why aren't they doing it for people on dole? I understand what people are saying. You know, hang on a minute. You know, they're getting all this money, they won't want to work. But the point is, I don't know many people that have got a mortgage that want to be unemployed. Or debts, you know what I mean? Want to be unemployed.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't like to see the dole increase because that'll just have more people wanting to be on the dole.
Well, here's the thing, you see. That's the thing. I've always said this, right? When you get people that come out of work, you have to wait, what, I don't know, it's 6 months, yeah, before they'll give you a course or something like that. Yeah?
Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, and I know that for fact, because...
No, have you read the comments?
What?
My missus asks like she has Down syndrome. Where's my 17 grand for putting up with plenty of toy tugs?
Sorry, no. They're actually born with Down syndrome. But like, yeah, it's you have to wait 6 months before they'll allow you to go on a course. Now, why not straight away? You know, the quicker you get these people trained or whatever, so they can go to another job, the better it is for them, less stress it is for them, and they can get on with their life. Then once you've got that sort of running right, then you can target them that don't want to work, that think that being on the dole's fantastic. I mean, how the fuck you can scratch a living on dole? I don't know. I really don't.
Like Dean's fucking pointed out there, the dole's just there to steer people towards state dependency.
Yeah.
It's still going
It's
down
supposed to be a lifeline. Sorry, Terry.
It's all going down the universal basic income route, isn't it?
Yes.
Where you're going to be beholden on the state for everything, i.e., by extension, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Well, you won't. I mean, if somebody turned around to me and said, you're going to do your job for the same as somebody that's on dole, I know what I'll say. Stick me on dole. I ain't working. What do you mean I can't have money? What are you getting at then?
Yeah,
They've
but
been on it for
that's
umpteen years.
then where the digital currency comes in, and you're then restricted on what you can spend. And yeah, I'm so pleased that I'm this age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't remember who was saying it too, that it won't impact us because they're waiting to get rid of us, so that the younger generation are just walking straight into it now. They think it's great. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to get the same money as somebody that's been doing this job for 30 years or 40 years. I'm going to get the same money the minute I start this job. Yeah, at minimum wage, you moron. But no, it's...
No, but it's UBI, Universal Basic Income, so everybody, it's socialism.
Yeah. And
everybody gets paid.
Yeah, but then you have the big problem. It's like, I can't remember who said it, that if you treat everybody and pay everybody the same, you look at, nobody wants to do O, nobody invents O, nobody is creative. It starves creation, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to create something to earn money off it, because at the end of the day, you this idea or whatever is going to earn millions of pounds, but you're going to get a basic income. So people are going to go, why? No, I'm not doing that. Stop that. Nah.
People do that every fucking day in, day out.
Well, for a reaction to UBI, I see prices rising.
Right. Well, prices are going to rise.
Well, to the extent that it won't be worth being on UBI, because you won't really be able to afford much.
Not on UBI. Everybody is paid a UBI.
I don't think the MPs will be paid a UBI.
No, okay.
Well, there's the thing, you see. The politicians think they won't be. But here's the thing. you look at, I mean, as much as we all have a thing with Maggie Thatcher, yeah.
Oh, well, what thing have we got with Maggie Thatcher then? Do I need to
How
start
much we
rubbing my fucking
dislike
thighs
her.
out?
No, how much we dislike her.
I don't know, man. I
but-
thought she was fucking sound.
Yeah, I thought she was alright.
Yeah, well, you didn't grow up in a mining village, did you? And you didn't have to go through strikes.
It wasn't her that sold off fucking Gordon Brown and his.
Go away, please. Yes.
Oh, little man's getting frustrated.
Do you know what gets me? I tell people shit, and then it's just like, oh, we'll ignore him, and then we'll fucking knock on the door, and we'll fucking intervene, and we'll walk in, and can you go do this? Can you go do that? It's like, oh, all right. So when do I get me time?
Oh.
Well,
All together
let's
now.
picture,
Oh.
let's picture a future in UBI, right? What will life be like? How will those better off, i.e. middle class and above, benefit from a UBI system?
They won't.
And this is where the social credit score comes in, just like China. And so there'll be privileged classes,
Well,
virtue classes.
Bologna started it. What? Yesterday, day before yesterday, I heard about it. There's Bologna.
France.
Yeah. So you heard it as well.
I did, yes.
Yeah. So it's already happening. The EU countries are adopting the Chinese UBI social credit score system. You get extra credits for being a privileged citizen. And here we are.
Yeah, and there's those people like me that if this UBI thing came out and we couldn't reject it, I would just run it into the ground by going negative score. And then all you've got your autism people, they'll do the fucking same. I reject it completely. I just will not live in a system like that.
Well, you think, like say, with Margaret Thatcher, she did one good thing, and that was allow in working class people to actually get to own their own house.
Yeah. Yeah, you could buy your council house.
Yeah.
Get it at a discounted for the amount of years that you've lived there, because obviously you've been paying rent on it for fucking, more time than your mortgage would be.
Up to a maximum of 68%, I believe.
Yeah. Now, so at the end of the day, she did some good things, you know what I mean? But can you imagine now, they've encouraged the kids to do the same, to work hard, to own their own home, want to own their own home. You take that away from people, wanting to own their own home and do things like that, then people that own their own home.
Thing is, though, isn't it almost like, as we were saying earlier, who the fuck are you going to vote for? Both arse cheeks, blah blah blah, and all we're doing is now discussing only recent political history. Would it have been any different whether it's Labour or Conservatives or was it?
Well, Labour
Democrats?
were in power years and years, and never ever once thought about doing some of the stuff that Margaret Thatcher did. Now you could argue about gas and electric. Now the problem was with the gas and electric, it needed billions at the time pumping in it to bring it up to standard. And I mean billions, because politicians like Labour governments and Conservative governments over the years, they hadn't invested a damn ain't in the infrastructure of the electric and the gas.
And there it is. That's what I'm saying. It's
so in one sense, what she did, she knew the only way she could get this if they were keeping it under local authority run and stuff like that, the only way to get the money to do this system up was to put taxes up so high that it would cripple the economy, it would cripple people. So she sold it off and got the companies to invest on the infrastructure. Unfortunately, it's been allowed to run away with itself. Well, companies have been allowed to run away with them. And they added stuff on like the green tax. So every gas, every electric bill has a green tax on it.
Yeah, I didn't vote for that. We didn't get a vote for that, did we?
No. And it's like I said, you look at fuel. How much of it actually, a petrol?
I want to know what happens to the fucking tax on them fucking fuels. I mean, where does it go? Because it don't go into the fucking roads. It don't go into the fucking maintenance of the roads, infrastructure, or anything like that. Where the fuck does all that money go? And why the fuck, being as crude oil's come down now, are we still seeing stupidly high prices?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
And not only that, what I want to know is where's all this money going to for all these carbon credits? Who are they paying this?
It's a Ponzi scheme, it's a load of bollocks. I watched the fucking bloke explain that perfectly. And basically, all it is a crock of shit. You're going to pay me. It's like, right, you've put in 1,000 tons of carbon into the atmosphere. I'm going to charge you 100,000 for that 1,000 tons of carbon. Right, you're going to pay me that 100 grand. I'm going to go, okay, and everything's better. What has actually happened in that process?
Ah, that's the mystery. That is the intriguing mystery. That's why I'm quite prepared for it. You can show me up.
Fucking, I didn't create any more atmosphere. I didn't do anything. I've just charged you because I can. And that's all
Ingenious.
it is.
And China, because as we spoke about this last year, about the trading, the stock market trading on the carbon tax credits. And so for example, China they had a immunity from the carbon tax credits, and so they've been buying all of these credits up. So we in the UK, we may produce 10%, but we're only allowed to produce 5%. So we'll pay 5%. China will buy up that 5% to offset their carbon tax. It's unbelievable. It's such a fucking pile of old shit.
Yeah, but
And every single photograph, or not every single, but most photographs and most video footage that you see of these fucking chimney stacks putting smoke out. It's not smoke. Fuck me, it's water.
vapor.
Yeah,
Fucking-
indeed.
Aram,
It's like-
hang on. Aram, if you're watching this, dude, fucking post me the link for that fucking video that explains that climate change bollocks perfectly.
Is it the guy with the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I've been looking for. It for fucking.
It explains the con perfectly, so you can understand it. It's there in black and white, and at the end of it, you're left scratching your head going, well, what are you actually paying all this tax money for?
Yep.
Well, it's not just that. You think about it, right? In UK, we've had green zones, yeah? So to drive into it, if your car's a certain age or whatever, you have to pay to go into, say, Birmingham or London,
You do?
right? What's happening with that money? What are they using that money for? Because I can tell you, they're not using it in Birmingham. Who's it going to? Because it's still a shithole, sorry, but it is.
Well, what is the money for? I mean, you go into Birmingham, you get charged fucking £8, I think, £10 for going in there. Right, okay. Does that buy more atmosphere?
Just go straight into the council's pocket.
And this is until people can understand that you can't actually buy atmosphere, right? A carbon tax is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're taxing people for something that you can't physically replace, so why are you taxing them on it?
Oh, and another thing. This is the beauty that makes me laugh, right? For some apparent reason, somebody thought it were a great idea to sign up to something for recycling. Now, if you don't recycle X amount, or you agree to recycle this year, we're going to agree to recycle 5%. Then, year after, it's 10%. And if you don't hit that target, you pay a fine. Oh, to who? For what? For not reaching your target? Well, tough. If you didn't reach your target. You know, who are we paying this fine to? Why are we paying the fine to somebody we don't know?
We do know, because this video explains it. I just can't.
It's not carbon tax. This is another thing. It's what your councils pay. If they have signed an agreement that they'll recycle 10%, they get fined for not hitting that target. This is my money. I didn't agree to it. Did you not think to ask us if we wanted to sign up to this? You know what I mean? And it's like, I think there's a lot of stuff we need our politicians to like sit down and say, right, okay, we signed up to this. Why?
There's a big.
I mean,
Well,
sorry, no, please, after you.
this recycling is a big con anyway. It's a load of bollocks half the time. The amount of plastic that you can actually recycle is fucking minute. There's a shitload of plastic that still gets put in landfill, and you know what I mean. They can't do nothing with. Now, I can understand people with pollution, right? Pollution, yeah, I'm behind that. I could, you know what I mean. Pollution definitely needs to be done. Climate change, be fucking behave yourself. The world's been in flux for fucking time immemorial. We have hot waves, we have cold waves. The poles fucking change. What do you think happens when the poles change? Fucking weird shit happens, man. But you can't just go, it's all on people. I mean, when you've got volcanoes fucking giving out more fucking carbon than any man-made thing ever has.
Can I just call it as it is? It's a fucking scam.
Colder pre or post the Industrial Revolution? Oh, what a fucking surprise. It was warmer pre the Industrial Revolution, when we started creating all this extra carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide.
You think about it, right? The country was greener. Now, since all these volcanoes have been going off, the whole planet is now getting greener. So what's that tell you? Somebody's lying, because the amount of shit that these volcanoes kick out. Is it one volcano kicks out as in one day than the human race has put out in its entirety?
Indeed, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Back in a moment.
People cannot get the blame for things that happen within fucking nature. I mean, fuck, mate, we need carbon dioxide. Plants fucking live on it. I mean, if we actually got down to carbon neutral, we'd all die.
Yeah, well, this is what gets me, and I watched the thing about it, right? For plants to actually grow, you need 400 parts per million, yeah? If it drops to 350 parts per million, what actually happens is plants don't produce as much crop. You get below that, to say 300 parts per million, crop won't grow at all. And yet they tell us we've got to get down to carbon neutral. So what we're going to eat? I mean, because obviously you want us all to turn veggie or vegan.
Yeah, but nothing's going to grow. I mean,
Wait, it's a bit awkward because we're carbon-based things, aren't we?
Yeah.
A carbon-based bipod, roughly descended from the ape.
It's fucking stupid. I mean, look what happens, right? I mean, they've done a thing about bees. If bees was took out of the fucking food chain, if bees didn't exist, what would be the ramifications of it? And if bees
What?
didn't exist, fuck me, the knock-on effects would be fucking huge.
Well, we still have wasps.
Yeah?
Yeah, but wasps don't pollinate.
They do for me.
They don't do...
Well-
bees are an important part, man, because you get fucking, good shit from bees. Yeah, honey. They pollinate shit. Fucking, they do their own little thing. And they ain't as vicious as wasps.
Yeah, I'm just saying wasps also pollinate.
They do.
Yeah, but not like bees. Bees literally
You get,
depend on it, don't
you get honey off wasps.
they? No.
No.
Well, that's shit, then, eh? Because honey's
Yeah.
fucking really good antibacterial, isn't it?
Yeah.
No bacterial growing honey. But it's
And not
always
only that, you also get wax off bees, don't you? You don't wasps.
if there were no bees, would Free State still be the bee's knees?
Boom. That's your missus that sent that in.
It's just the bloke that keeps on folding into soil calling Crinkle a dog's minge.
I read that in the chat.
He's fucking legend.
Is he not Crinkle's biggest fan?
Oh, he fucking loves him, he does.
It's a fucking treat, Crinkle.
Oh. Wasp make mustard? I don't think so.
No. But yeah. So, end of the day, they want. It's like either they deliberately try to see how dumb we are. I mean, well, we've seen how a big percentage of the countries worldwide are dumb, and we won't go into that because we don't want to get a strike for dare to mentioning the truth. But now they want net zero. I mean, to reach net zero, we'd have to go back to the Stone Age. It's impossible.
You wouldn't be able to. Because go back to Stone Age, you had fire.
Alright, we go back. Cronad. I don't know, whatever.
Man,
Well, obviously, it just means that we produce zero. Not that it means that breathing or anything. It just means, energy generation.
wait, here's the fucking thing that really fucking pisses me off with shit, right? Is people from the green side that keep on wanting all this fucking, carbon neutral.
Net and gross. Net and gross. We all know the difference of that with our pay packet. That's the fucking difference there. We'll still be producing it. It's net and gross.
Well,
And the
either which way, fucking,
Yeah.
what fucks me off is the fact that the Greens and everything never seem to go, well, hang on, let's grow hemp. Let's legalise hemp so we can grow it, because hemp is carbon fucking neutral. Carbon neutral. And the amount of stuff that you can make out of hemp is fucking unbelievable. And it's better quality. I mean, that's a load of trees wouldn't need to be cut down anymore, because you can make quality paper that stays white for fucking hundreds of years without turning yellow, like fucking wood paper does. How many trees you just saved by not fucking making paper out of wood anymore? A year or whatever. It's got to be a lot. I mean, especially in fucking amount of paper fucking the courts get through. Fuck me.
But yeah.
Why can't we have fucking import back? Carbon neutral, good for the environment.
They can't control it, can they? That's probably why.
Oh yeah, they could.
But they do control it, don't they?
Yeah.
They do.
They made it illegal.
We spoke again in a different server. We spoke about this a couple of years ago with the MP who voted against the legalization of medicinal cannabis because her husband, and she hadn't taken his name, had got the contract to produce medicinal cannabis for export to the United States that then under a different license could then be imported back into the UK. So it's double whammy, double bubble, you know? It's fucking horrendous.
I mean, looking in the comments, fucking, what you want? It says you can make cheap ethanol out of it. You can make fabric out of it. Brick-built homes, apparently. You know what I mean? But I know they used to make rope out of it, paper, clothes. You know, all types of fucking stuff. And you can tell if you ever go to a museum and they've got some really old books there, and you look at the pages and the pages are still white and it's fucking still got perfect ink on them and all that. Them pages will be fucking made of hemp. If not velour, like, you know what I mean? But the majority would be hemp. And it's better quality. But yeah, drugs minister giving her husband a licence for something that she says has no medical benefit always pisses me off.
Yeah.
She bans it for the country because there's no medical benefits in marijuana, but yeah, her husband owns the biggest one in Europe. Yeah, okay. What a cunt. I mean, if that ain't lining your own pocket.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's,
Oh, you cynic.
Well,
but
she's made a monopoly on it. She's the only one that can give out the fucking licenses other than the Queen. And the Queen ain't going to be arsed.
well, that's it, and that's another thing, isn't it?
I don't know if she had the veto, but she definitely voted against it. I don't know if she had a controlling vote. I wouldn't swear to that.
Hang on, speaking about vetoes, didn't I hear something about the EU's removing the right to veto things in the EU Parliament?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of that, the right to have a referendum to leave the EU. But we all said that. We said that were coming after we made a vote.
It's like the new Reich.
Well, if you remember when Brexit was going on, fucking Frexit started, fucking the Italian one started. There was all fucking wanting it, were they? And they got fucking squashed. You ain't having a referendum. Shut up. Ain't giving you the option.
How many times did Ireland vote no?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, twice, wasn't it?
And yet, you think about it in this country, the reason, and I'll tell you straight, the reason why we haven't had our politicians say, right, let's get out of this EU thing, get out of this EU thing, is because if you get the likes of Labour back in, they're not going to get a referendum. They're just going to rejoin us because we haven't broke our ties with our own laws and our own rules and our own standards. And that's why they're not doing it.
Well, if they do that, they might as well get rid of voting altogether.
Well, I don't know why we have voting anyway, because it means fuck all.
Well, now with Dominion, yeah.
You know,
I agree.
it's fucking...
I think it's been this way for all of my life. Just didn't realise until maybe 2012, 2016-ish.
Well, you think about it. I mean, 2016 when we had this referendum, we literally, I mean, I got to admit, I was sat there thinking, hey, we ain't going to get this. They're not going to allow us to have that vote sort of thing. Then David Cameron came out and said, let's have a vote. He gave us the vote, and I thought, oh, we're not going to win. You know, there's no chance. They'll scupple it. You know what I mean? And then when it come out that we actually did win, and I thought that were it. And then our politicians then pulled us bridges down, bent us over, and went, "Oh, the fuck you think you are? Here, have some of that."
Yeah, you thought you was voting to leave, but what we were actually voting for was to fuck about for the next 2 years talking shit, then fucking create a whole load of crap that we don't need to fucking have anyway, just so we can have some excuse why we need an extension on that.
Yeah.
instead of what should have happened was been right. Voted leave. Here's your books back. Fucking give us our cash back. Wipe your mouth and fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if only we had a Donald Trump in charge at that time.
Exactly what was the point I was trying to make earlier. Is that Trump, love him or hate him, he would say, that is stupid, that's not going to happen. But again, for
But
Trump,
6
to
years
even,
later,
for Trump to even get into power, is he really? You know,
well,
how many people have... Farage, take Farage. Put him up on a bit of a pedestal only to find out he's a cunt.
Well, how many MPs are fucking business tycoons? I mean,
Yeah.
that do that for a living, you know what I mean? That fuck over little companies and eat them in takeovers and you know what I mean? All that hostile fucking takeovery type learning. There was nobody representing us that had that quality or capability or ruthlessness, but yet you're up against corporations. I mean, the EU is run by a corporation that have had that fucking breeding for decades. And
what do
then
you think about
you send somebody in, like, you know what I mean? Fucking Bojo to fucking straighten them out.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you think about when we had Labour and in 2008 when we had crash and banks were screaming, you know, we need money. And you know, I'm not kidding you. Does anybody fucking listen to me?
Well, I've been downstairs to listen.
Yeah, I told you earlier, don't come in.
Domestic.
Alive.
Yeah, watching it, you little
Yeah.
fucker.
Put your face on camera and go, hello. Pod.
Like, no, he's gone.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Like, I see what I mean. Nobody fucking listens to me.
Huh?
Ooh,
Anybody hear that?
Yeah, what?
Don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a little fucking squeak coming from somewhere, but fuck knows.
Right.
Oh, come on, Cal. Fucking chin up, mate.
Right.
Not as bad as the squeak in his gate, anyway.
Not
Oh,
speaking-
you really need to curb your enthusiasm.
but yeah, well, I forgot where I were then. That screwed that up.
Oh, you just on a flow as well.
I were, yeah. Not now.
You're just going to tell us all your PIN details and everything and your bank card.
Yeah. There's no money in it.
Well, you were talking about Bojo.
Yeah. Oh,
She's got now because I told her not to come in.
oh, fucking hell. It's good.
Have a great fucking night.
Oh, this live stream ain't ended until fucking late.
Awesome. Absolutely fucking awesome. That's all I need this weekend.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
remember when we said we were looking for third thing? Probably a divorce.
well, the Amber Heard and fucking Johnny Depp for Trolls fucking postponed for 10 days, so, you know what I mean? You can take over
it?
if you want.
What they postponed it for?
Oh, the judge has got a prior engagement or some shit, so they got 10 days off.
Oh, she's on piss with girls, isn't she?
Yeah. Fucking. Well, yeah, that's a random shit fest.
Funny, isn't it? Eh?
Weird thing, because it's defamation, nobody wins or... The point that I'm making is that both parties have to pay their own costs, whether because there's no sort of like win or lose in this. So fuck knows how much, and this is to prove a point, I suppose.
Yeah. That's all.
He's been slated, Anna. So he wants to clear his name. She slated him. So in divorce. And obviously he's like, no, but nobody wants to listen to him. And because of that, I think he's lost a lot of work. I lost a lot of money.
I agree. My point is, this court Is it a court case? I suppose so.
The court case ain't going to be beneficial to either.
The only people that it's beneficial to are the fucking lawyers.
Oh, fuck me, not only the lawyers, mate. The fucking eyewitnesses, one of them was on 500 fucking bucks an hour, right? Fucking, I think the other one was on like fucking $1,000 or something. An hour? You know what I mean? And how many hours does that fucker have to be waiting in the fucking wings? You know what I mean? 'Cause it's ain't just the time that the fucker's on the stand. You know what I mean? It's just unfucking believable. The amount of that is going to cost fucking millions, I bet. But I mean, I think
So even with the loss of to clear his name, he's still fucked in Hollywood anyway. Surely, he's tainted now.
yeah,
Well,
well,
no,
that,
not is his name.
that damage is fucking done already. But
Yeah.
the thing is, right? She's fucking countersuing him here for 100 million. He's suing her for fucking 50 million in damages, right? And she's countersuing him for 100 million in damages.
She just strikes me as a cunt.
God,
Fucking,
fuck.
the thing is, right? This is apparently a bed that was fucking, you know what I mean? Pleaded, I've just been beaten. Gets on a fucking flight and fucks off with Elon Musk for a fucking knocking up in fucking Johnny Depp's fucking apartment, like.
Hey, but she had a threesome with the model and Elon Musk, didn't she?
Fuck knows, but I mean, in Johnny Depp's own fucking pad.
Oh, she's brutal.
Yeah, she definitely did that Franco guy, whatever you call him, Franco or James Franco or whatever his name is. To see them sniping into Johnny's house in the elevator.
I think she's a proper role model.
Oh yeah, fucking. Mate, she just wanted that fucking. As soon as she get married, so she can just take him for everything. She says that they want nothing out of it, but the 7 million that she said she was going to give to charities never actually got there. And it won't just 7 million either. That fucking thing he was reported at 7 million, but it was more like fucking 14 or 15 million it cost Depp. Because he had to pay 7 million or so much in other stuff. But yeah. Well,
This is the thing. All of this is another fucking distraction, isn't it?
yeah.
Why is all of this getting the airtime? Why are we talking about it? Why aren't we talking about Julian Assange or fucking Ghislaine Maxwell or blah 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 blah? This is all fucking bollocks.
Oh. What's to say about Assange? He's fucked.
Yeah, poor cunt.
Crock of shit.
Well, she's got married though, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, happy days. Yeah, everything's cool in the world.
Yeah.
Cunt.
Right. But yeah,
Yeah.
works. So what's going off with Russia and Ukraine then? Oh, interesting.
Same old, eh?
Oh, something happened then.
Don't know. What's happening with Russia and Ukraine?
Well, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to disappear for 5 minutes. I've been summoned.
Yeah.
See you in a minute, man. Oh, this is going to be good.
Has he muted himself?
No.
Oh, this will be good then.
Alright. I fucking told you!
All you're going to do is see him coming back in with a steak on his fucking face, going, bastard.
I walked into the door, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you when I dropped my bike, I hit my head up against the wall and that's how I done it. I forgot about it earlier. Fuck it, no. Nobody's in trouble. Oh, what to do, eh?
Oh dear.
Yeah. People in the comments, fucking. Who deaf, she's a nut job. Fucking. Yeah, not half, man.
Pretty nut job though, isn't she? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's them fucking cheekbones that fucking put me off her. You know what I mean? They just seem to be dead fucking pronounced.
It's that personality that put me off her. The way she was going on and all that with the recording.
Yeah,
I mean, damn! You just lost your case there and then. And you're still carrying on like, what the fuck?
I mean, there is that saying, don't stick your dick in crazy. Fucking, if only fucking somebody had told that fucking death.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny, we got some news for you, son.
So we've got an Officer Tatum fan.
Oh,
Well, so I thought you got that from, the black guy that's the ex-police officer Tatum?
no.
No? Oh, okay.
Anybody else?
Right.
I've heard of him.
No, he's a good guy. He's conservative, pro-Trump, MAGA, blah, 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 American.
America.
No, and he said exactly the same thing. He said, you don't, but he didn't say dick because he's a Christian and tries not to curse. But, yeah.
Thou shalt not put one's member in crazy.
Yeah.
He sounds like the American version of you then, doesn't he? Freestyle.
Oh, yeah.
God-fearing man.
I think, was it Brandon Tatum, I think? Brandon? Yeah, I think so.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, should the kid get fucking on? No, witnessed it, but I watched this kid on YouTube getting kicked off a plane because he had a "Let's Go Brandon" t-shirt on.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking, like, what the fuck? You can either get to the bathroom, turn the t-shirt inside out so we can't see it, or you got to get off the plane. Oh, off the plane he went.
I would say is show me the law that says that I have to do that.
It's not the law, is it? It's the they can invoke whatever policy they like at any time.
Yeah. Their dress code.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck it. Bomb.
Dear. No.
Yeah.
No.
Look at that dog.
Oh, somebody else read that.
What?
Comments. He's going to end up fucking looking for divorce, man.
Who's this?
Oh, IV7.
Alright.
Or is it
I'm
10-7?
a stinking loading depth bag.
Oh, I'll read it. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, it is with the raid. Go on.
Amber Heard drops a stinking load in Depp Spencer in his front page news. My missus does it, and I'm scrubbing the mattress with a peg on my nose, and I'm not allowed to tell anyone. Life's so weird at times. No shit. Oh dear. Oh, fair play. There ain't no divorce. He ain't married. Fucking rent free. Yeah, I live rent free in Flux's head sometimes.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
You're saying that now, Flux, but fucking hell.
Anyway,
No, I'm not taking the bait. Fuck off.
well, should we wrap this up anyway? We've been going for nearly 2 hours.
Have we? Fucking hell.
Yeah, man. So,
Well, it's been very enjoyable.
it's something to do, any.
Yeah.
Pass the time. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Peace. Hare Krishna.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and keeping us company.
Yeah, babes. We'll catch up with you next Saturday if you're about. If you can be arsed. Anyway, thanks for everybody dropping in, and we'll catch you next week. Say goodbye, people.
Goodbye, people.
Mm.